Two national TV college football games for this Tuesday night, October the 21st, and I've got free plays with analysis in both of these national TV games Tuesday for you right here, right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV. And last week I gave you free play videos on all 10 weeknight college football games. And look, these are some ugly games, but ugly teams need love too. Ugly games need love too, and they cash just as green as the big boys on Saturday. And I like the fact that they split these Sun Belt and Conference USA games during the week, so we have a little bit of a spotlight on them. I'm going to break down these games for you each and every week here if you're finding it useful. Thumbs up, like, comment below. Just a quick reminder, these aren't always strong best bets, but I want to give you my leaning games, let you know which way I would play them for those of you doing your own handicapping. And interesting situation in the two games for this Tuesday night to start off week number 9 here, believe it or not, week 9 in college football. And by the way, the NBA starts tonight on Tuesday as well. Be sure to check out my daily NBA best bets, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. But we're talking college football here. In the first game, Kennesaw State against Florida International, a pair of teams that pulled upset wins against Western Kentucky and Louisiana Tech in their last games, and that's who plays the other game tonight. So we have two teams coming off straight-up dog wins playing each other, two teams coming off straight-up favorite losses playing in the other game. Let's talk about the early game first. It's 7 Eastern on ESPN2. The Deuce! Kennesaw State against Florida International. And in this situation, I do think Kennesaw State is the better team. Unfortunately, some of the line value has gone as the sharp money quickly corrected the opening number of 1.5. And as I do this video Monday afternoon, a day before the games, it's already 3.5 across the board. There are some straggling threes, minus a 15, minus 20 out there still. Definitely like Kennesaw better at minus 3 or less. And if you're new to sports betting, I say this all the time. 3 and 7 are the key numbers in college and pro football. In fact, there's about an 8 to 9% chance that the favorite's going to win this game by exactly 3 points. So it is a big difference. And going from 3 to 3.5, there has been a loss of value now. But I still would rather have Kennesaw State in what I think is a straight-up win situation against a Florida International team that is not good. Don't let the upset win last week against Western Kentucky fool you as a 10-point dog. And on the surface, it was impressive, 25-6. They ran and threw for over 200 yards each. But they also had a 3-0 turnover edge, which made that score a little bit more misleading. I don't think they'll have a 3-0 turnover edge. Keep in mind, the game before that, they had a 5-1 turnover disadvantage against Connecticut and lost 51-10. The week before that, against Delaware, who just moved up to 1A to FBS, they lost 38-16 at home. This Florida International team is still a very poor team this season. I don't think anything changed last week. It was just a misleading win, and Kennesaw is the better overall squad here. And if you look at the statistics, it bears that out as well. And one thing I want to point out is that while Florida International has run the ball well this year, almost 5 yards a carry, just under 200 yards a game, they don't throw the ball well. And they average less than 6 yards a pass. So when they get behind, they have trouble catching up. Last week, with that 3-0 turnover edge, they didn't have to play from behind. But those other two games I referenced before, they lost by a combined score of 89 or 89 to 26 the 2 weeks before, because they were behind in those games early. If you're going to play this, I would lay it with Kennesaw. Liked it better at the opener, minus 1.5 or even minus 3, but now it's 3.5. That would still be my preferred side if you're looking at this game on Tuesday night, 7 Eastern on ESPN2. The other game at 7:30 Eastern is on CBS Sports Network, and that is Western Kentucky against Louisiana Tech at Louisiana Tech. As I mentioned, Western Kentucky lost as a 10-point home favorite last Tuesday night a week ago at home against Florida International. Well, Western Kentucky also had Louisiana Tech also had a bad outing in their most recent game, as they were a 4.5-point road favorite at Kennesaw State 2 Saturdays ago and lost 35-7. They also had a turnover disadvantage. Western Kentucky 3-0. Louisiana Tech had a 2-0 disadvantage. So not a surprise that the turnovers for the two losing favorites was 5-0 to the underdog. But the difference in this game is that I just think Western Kentucky is vastly overrated all season. And you look at their strong start this year, their 5-1 straight-up start was phony. And I don't necessarily think Florida International exposed them last week. But the fact that Florida International, as I mentioned earlier, ran and threw for over 200-plus yards on both ways, over 40 yards of total offense, is alarming, because that Panther attack was not doing anything all season until that game. So I think that shows how vastly overrated Western Kentucky's 5-1 start probably was. And then if you dig into the matchup, I like Louisiana Tech in this game, and there's a few reasons why. First of all, if you look at the matchup here, there's Western Kentucky's run defense has been really bad this year, giving up over 200 yards a game. Despite winning a lot of games, they still have given up over 200 yards, over 5.5 yards per carry. Really bad numbers. Their pass defense, though, has been solid. giving up just 6.1 yards per pass. The thing is, Louisiana Tech is more of a run-based offense. In fact, on the season, they run the ball nearly 41 times per game, only throw the ball about 25 times. Haven't been an impressive running team at just 3.5 yards per carry, and that has really hurt their yards per play overall at 4.8. But in this game, I think they'll have success. As I mentioned, a weak Florida International rush attack got over 200 yards last week. Louisiana Tech, I think, can establish the running game maybe for the first time all season and really do it throughout, something they have struggled to do at times, even though they want to run the ball. They're a run-based offense. I like the matchup here for Louisiana Tech, and that line might seem pricey, but it's the sharp money's coming on the favorite here. Again, open -3, which I liked better. It's now 3.5, even a -4 starting to show. Here again, I like 3 or less better than -3.5, obviously. It's just math. There's about a 8 to 9% chance here. Again, the favorite wins by exactly 3. But I like the matchup with the rushing attack, willing to lay a little bit of a bigger number with Louisiana Tech, as I think they can control the line of scrimmage here. So in a pair of ugly Tuesday night games, I lean towards both favorites, minus the 3 to 3.5, Kennesaw State and Louisiana Tech for Tuesday night, October the 21st. What are your thoughts on these two games? Are you touching them? Are you leaving them alone? What sides or totals do you like? Hey, drop them in the comments below. Let's learn and earn and win together here on WagerTalk TV. Drop some analysis as well if you have time. And over 227,000 subscribers can't be wrong, or 226. It might be 227 by the time you see this on Tuesday night. It keeps climbing each and every week here on WagerTalk TV. Make sure you've clicked subscribe. I'm sure you have. Just double check. But also consider clicking that bell as well. You will get an instant alert when I do these weeknight TV games. There's 2 on Wednesday. There's another one Thursday. Of course, I have your NFL Thursday night prime game between the Vikings and Chargers. 7-1 on your free Thursday night NFL plays in the videos this year. Speaking of free plays, as I head into this new week, I'm doing this video Monday for the Tuesday night games. 7-1 our last 8 free plays on my page daily, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. And overall, for the past month, 16-8, 67% on free plays. And none of those are best bets. Those all are the last cut from my best bet card. And we're still hitting over 67% for the past month. So even if you're still building your bankroll, I know you're loving these free play videos. That's why I do them. I want to let you know how I'm analyzing games where I think there might be some value. But don't forget about the daily free play on my page as well. And now that basketball starts this week on Tuesday, NBA this Tuesday, college hoops next Monday, World Series this Friday, we will have more daily plays like we did throughout the summer with daily sports. And the football plays, of course, go up for the weekend as well. So check it daily to get a free play. But most importantly, check my page daily to get the best bets. Look, the client best bets are my strongest plays. You know, last week I gave you all 10 weeknight college football games for free here in videos. None of those made my best bet card. Somebody complained earlier in the week, Steve, you missed both unders on Wednesday night's college football card. Oh, sorry. Not going to win all 10 weeknight leans that I give you here. The point is, though, if you're really taking a serious investment approach, use the best bets. These free opinions are nice. Sometimes they make my best bet card if they're strong enough after I dig in even deeper after doing the videos. But most of the time they're light leans. Nothing wrong with that. Use these as maybe a 1% play. The 4% best bets go to my direct clients. They're the games I'm using every day. They're the games I've won consistently with for over 29 years since I started in August of 1996. And it's so simple. If I have a play, my clients get it. And I'm very selective, maybe 2 to 3 best bets per day for all sports. If you'd like to try my All Sports All Access, right now is the time to do it because, as I mentioned, the NBA starts this week, college hoops starts next week, the World Series is here. This is the only time of the year over the next week in which you can truly get all 5 sports that I handicap at once. College and pro football, college and pro basketball, and Major League Baseball still going. It doesn't matter if you get a 1 day, a 1 week, a 1 month, or a 1 year. Everybody gets the same plays, my personal best bet, same games I'm using. But different price points, and obviously the smaller packages cost less, but the bigger packages get that cost per play, that cost per day down to just $1 or so a play, and that's a real serious long-term investment approach. But I know there's different type of bettors, new, those are the more savvy, the more veteran guys that want longer-term packages. So here's what I'm doing. Last week I gave you a 7-day special. One more chance to get that. It expires at midnight tonight on Tuesday. 7 days, normally $99, is just $69 with promo code WEEK30, WEEK30. Week 30 gets you 7 days and nights for just $69. That's just under $10 a day. Or, new promo code for this week, how would you like to upgrade to a full 30-day for just $199? Normally it's $299, but with promo code SM199, it's just $199. 30 days of all access college and pro football, basketball, and baseball. This is the only time that you can get all 5 major sports at once with a 30-day subscription. And you're getting an instant $100 discount with promo code SM199. Or the big boy, the 1-year all access, 365 days and nights, instant $500 discount. I mentioned it last week. It was so popular. We're doing it again this week. And no promo code needed now. It's on my page. Couldn't be simpler, and you get a 25% bonus coupon. So once again, doesn't matter if you want a 1 day, a 1 week, a 1 month, or a 1 year. Everyone gets my best bets. But right now, you can save big. This Tuesday is your last chance to save 30% instantly. Not $99, just $69 for a 7-day with promo code WEEK30. This week, you can get the 1 month, the 30-day for $199 instant $100 discount with promo code SM199, or the full year instant $500 discount. No promo code needed. That's on my homepage right above the daily free plays, which once again are on a 7-1 run. And those are the last cuts. They didn't even make the best bet card. Damn, I'm being too selective. Hey, winning's always a good thing, whether it's free or best bets. Check it out, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. And of course, get there quicker with shortcut wt.buzz/SM. Don't forget on the way out, if you're finding these videos useful, all I ask is a thumbs up, like. Comment below is great as well, but just a quick thumbs up, like is all I really want, and I'll know that you're liking them, and I will keep them coming for all these weeknight college football games, also the NFL Thursday, Sunday, Monday night games, Fade the Public, college football top 25 this weekend. Hey, subscribe, click that bell for instant alerts, and don't forget to follow me on social media on X and Instagram at Steve Merril, 2 R's, 1 L, MERRIL, at Steve Merril on X and Instagram, and stay tuned here to WagerTalk TV because you know there are many more free play videos coming up next.